Here's a short little video looking at how to make sure that your PCB pads have the same spacing as your component's physical pads. The reason that you're going to do this is so you don't waste material. Copper on PCB is quite expensive, so it's good to do this with this method because we use paper instead, just to make sure that there's no mistakes before you chop up some PCB and waste it all. So this PCB is from the modular synthesizer. It's called the safety valve, and it's from a guy called Look Mum No Computer. You should look up his channel on YouTube. Anyway, what you need to do first of all is remove any ground planes that you have, and the easy way to do that is just to move the polygon, or select the polygon that makes them up like that, and then they will disappear. They're still there. If you click rat's nest, they'll come back. Now it's going to print out the board. And we want to make sure we have these settings right. The first thing you need to do is select the printer that you're printing to. DAT is the one in the tech block. Select the paper that we're printing to. It's A4. I'm printing landscape, and you need to make sure you have the scale factor of 1:1. So you have the right paper size and scale factor. The printout that comes out will be the same physical dimensions as the PCB that you're going to mill or photo etch or whatever process you use. I've also selected black down here because I can't afford to print in colour, and black is just fine and cheaper. Cool, and then you just click OK and you're done.
Okay, so here's the printout from the printer, and all I'm going to do is to actually lay my components on top of the printouts here, and just to make sure they're the same size. Now the reason I have to do this is because I'm using some components that I don't normally use. I am making this thing called a safety valve, which is a distortion unit for the modular amplifier, and I'm going to lay on these components that I haven't really used before, just to make sure that they are the same layout, same pin spacing as I've predicted in Eagle. So you can see here that this headphone jack matches the spacings of these pads, so that one there is going to be good. This PCB mount potentiometer, I'm just going to check that matches. There's 3 of them on the board. I'm just going to choose this one here. It's nice and easy. So those 3 pins line up well, as well as the mounting pads at the side. Cool, so you're just going to keep going through doing this with each of your components. There's this double pole, double throw switch, so it lines up that way and that way, so that one's good as well. And then finally this thing here, 12AX7 tube, and okay, so you can see that these pads don't line up. The pins on the tube are a lot closer together than the physical component that I've got here, so I'm going to need to go back and change that in my library.